Good afternoon, it's Mike here with the second part of my Blighttown playthrough. We'll call this one more of an assault level. We're really punishing our way down through Blighttown here. Now, things are different this time around because in the first episode, you'll notice I die a lot. Some 6, 7 or 8 times, I forget how many it was, but either way it was really fucking annoying. Because I hate Blighttown. So this one's different because what I realised was when I was playing it, or rather when I was watching it back, is that I was spending more time concentrating on talking and commentating to you guys. Well, I love you guys, I will do everything I can for you, but it was causing me not to concentrate as much as I need for this particular level. Because there are so many enemies, so many pitfalls, so many specific tactics you need. Commentating at the same, it's the same as on my Batman video with the Deathstroke boss fight. You know, when I did the no commentary run on that, I managed to do it first time. Whereas when I tried with commentary, it was like 5 or 6 deaths. I still couldn't get the damn thing. So it's the same principle here. So I'm doing post commentary this time, rather than just giving you like a 20-odd minute video with no commentary, just me playing through the game. For some of you, you probably prefer that. In a lot of cases, the people viewing my videos, I'm sure you like having someone talking to you. So yeah, it's going to be a bit different this time. So we start off at the top bonfire in Blighttown, and we'll just start working our way down towards the swamp here. This is successful. I did die once on this initial run through. Sorry, I've got a sore throat. I did die once on this initial run through. Just ahead, basically, I was fighting one of those creatures, and I rolled off, which sucks. So I cut that out. You don't need to see me die again. But yeah, so this was a entirely more successful run, because we managed to finish Blighttown. Well, beat Quelaag and rang the second bell of awakening. Obviously, I just went back to the bonfire at the end. You'll see that I haven't made my way out yet. I will show you that though in my next video. I'll show you how to get out of Blighttown, because a lot of people, I have seen it before, they've tried to go back out the way they came in through the depths, and there is actually a quicker way out, if you didn't already know it, by going up to the other side and you come out at the Valley of the Drakes, which is always helpful, because this is such a hard slog to get down here in the first place. The last thing you want to do is do it in reverse. So yeah, you can see my blood stain down there. Literally, I was in the middle of fighting, I rolled, and I misjudged where I was and I just rolled off. So yeah, this is Blighttown, as you can see why so many people hate it. I probably won't be coming back to Blighttown until I've got the Lord Vessel. So it means I can walk. That means you walk to the bonfire in the swamp. So you just cut out this entire section completely. For me, I absolutely can't stand this area. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like the game as a result of it. Don't get me wrong, I love the game. This is just such a hard, really demoralising area, because this is the part which it's the first part of the game which tries to kind of separate the men from the boys. It's like earlier bits in the game are tricky and they're difficult if you're not paying attention, but this is the first area of the game that I would say is properly hard. The second one I would say is probably hard is Anno Londo, just kind of when you get inside the cathedral. You've got all those knights about. I ran past these guys, I was sick of fighting them. And then the next one that kind of really gave me trouble was the Duke's Archives. Everything else I seem to get through reasonably well. You know, inoffensively, a bit of frustration, but nothing major. Blighttown and Orlando, the Duke's Archives, I hate, because they just screw you over in every way, shape and form. All the powerful enemies all huddled together, killing you repeatedly. Or to be fair, the other two areas don't have the blowout snipers, which is a lot to be said for the blowout. I hate them. They are just like the most annoying enemy in the whole game. I'm glad there's only 4 of them in the whole game and they don't come back. So I was looking down here because I read a forum post on one of the forums I'm on, which said you could drop down. There's a place you can drop down on the way down in Blighttown. Turns out it wasn't this one. I think it might have been the one above me. I think there's a possibility you could drop down to where I am now. Wasn't going to risk it. I couldn't be bothered with another death. I died far too many times in this game. I died far too many times in an area. For God's sake. So these bug things, they breathe fire. They are slow, weak against most things. 3 hits from either a sword or from magic from me, and it just gets them gone. So yeah, they're not really that dangerous. They're dangerous if you get a group of them, but there's only one part of the area when you actually get to the bottom of these gantries where there's actually a group of them, and they're not intelligent enough to fly up towards you if you're above them, so you can just spam them with magic. Right, the next blow dart sniper's down here. Don't like this guy. If you listen carefully, you can hear like a from his blow darts. And you'll see when I move. Well, then hit my shield, because you can see that little toxic bar building up. I think the eagle shield will protect you from this, which is the one we found further up in Blighttown. I don't know for sure, so don't quote me on that. Don't try and use it and blame me then if you die as a result. Where do we go? There we go, down there. So hiding with blow darts here from that little barrier behind me. Back to a sword, and then it's a case of rush the sniper. There we go, he's hitting us from there. Just confirms to me where he is. Wake up one of his darts, hit him twice, and boom, boom, you go. Thank God they're not very strong, because if they were strong it would just be an absolute nightmare. More so. So this is where the Wanderer set is if you want it, and the Wanderer starting weapon, which is the Falchion. Falchion? Don't know how to pronounce that. So we're getting close to the swamp now. On this ladder there's another one of these flame-throwing bug thingies. Yeah, so about 200 health they've got. Oh yeah, and the mosquitoes. Fucking annoying. Again, really weak, but you tend to get them in little groups. At least 2. And they all, no matter how strong they are, they always kind of stagger you to some degree. They can break your guard through your shield. Even with like a 100% damage resistant shield, because they've got this like a poison attack that they've got. I really don't like it. So yeah, so this is the area where you can get ganked by these bug things. But as you can see, they'll fly towards you, but they're not smart enough to path up towards you. Pretty sure Blighttown itself is all about ganking. So I mean, there's plenty to explore, and there's loads of items in Blighttown, but I'm just not interested in getting them at the minute. I just want to get in and get out. I want to get the Sense Fortress. And Sense Fortress, a lot of people complain about it. To be fair, it is a hard area, but it's not as mind-bendingly frustrating as Blighttown can be. It's lots of tricks and lots of traps, and it's just basically a case of timing. There's no enemies like the blow dart snipers of the Silver Knight archers and all. There's nothing that you would just look at it and go, well, that's just unfair. You know, everything. You've got the man serpents, which I mean, they're probably the hardest melee enemy you'll encounter up at this point. They've got a lot of poise. They're hard to stagger. They're very aggressive, and they've got good range because they've got long necks, which they can bite you with. But they're not hard enemies. You just got to know the patterns, and if you can get around parrying and tossing them, they're a piece of piss. Backstabs are a bit hard because they're quite kind of fast moving, but definitely if you can parry and riposte them, it makes them so much easier. This is the last one of these things down here. Right, so at this point we need to change rings and put on the rusted iron ring, because the swamp is poisonous. We already have the poison bite ring on, as you can see there, but the last thing you want to do in a poison swamp is be walking through it slowly. So the rusted iron ring allows you to, as you can see, just run normally. The poison bite ring doesn't really help you from getting poisoned, but if I didn't have it on, I would have got poisoned a lot faster. So the bonfire, that sweet, sweet sight, is just here. No, it took 10 minutes to get down here. It took me 45 minutes to get halfway down last time. Oh god. So this is just below where I thought we could drop down because that's the guy we knocked down. And here is the Dragon Scale. So Dragon Scale is a really rare item but required to kind of upgrade the Drake Sword or the Dragon Great Bow or the Dragon Great Axe. Is it Dragon Great Bow? Yeah, it's the Dragon Great Bow. They're a really rare item. You can get them from the Drakes in the Valley of the Drakes, but it's such a rare drop. If you need them, the best thing to do is go down to Ash Lake, which you can get via the Great Hollow, via Blighttown, oddly enough. You can get down there and join the Dragon Covenant, and I think you feed humanity or something like that, and it rewards you with Dragon Scales for every several humanity you put in. I don't know for sure, I don't know a lot about the Covenants, but that's the best way to get them, because farming Dragon Scales is ridiculous. But I'm probably not planning on upgrading the Drake Sword. I'm hoping to, when I get back towards Sense Fortress, I'm going to go via Andre, and we'll try and maybe upgrade the Halberd and start using that for our melee attacks. So now I've resurrected a human, and I'm waiting. Oh, here she is, Man-Eater Mildred. This is the second NPC Black Phantom game, and the only point of me deliberately going human and getting her involved is because we can use her for the boss fight. Now, she's a simple phantom. She's kind of similar to the cannibal butchers in the depths. She's dead easy. A couple of whacks with the sword and she's gone. I've only got 16 strength in the Drake Sword, so it just can't be that strong. Those things are bloody annoying. There you go, down. And humanity. Rest of the bonfire I didn't want to rest at. Or humanity, the butcher's knife. Now, so what I'm doing here is the whole point of going human again, getting Man-Eater Mildred, is because I wanted to bring a couple of phantoms into the boss fight with us. And this isn't to be showy or anything, but just to make Quelaag a bit more of a challenge. I don't know if you know this, but when you summon either NPCs or other players into your game and take them to a boss fight, the boss gets an HP bump. There's some mathematical calculation for it. I don't know what it would be, but basically they end up with more HP, so you've got longer to whittle through. The other reason for taking a phantom into Quelaag is to distract her, basically. This is the first time I'm taking her on as a mage sorcerer. Basically what I wanted was something or someone to kind of tank her, so I could then spam her with magic from a distance, which is exactly what I do. Now the problem is this takes a couple of minutes because there were some issues getting a good summon, basically summons failing, which is something I really hope that they've fixed for Dark Souls 2. In this game, in Demon Souls, the summoning works peer-to-peer, as does the invading. So you basically connect directly to another player. Now, if that player doesn't have good ping rates, or not the best internet connection, or if you don't have the best internet connection, you get summoning failed. Whereas in Dark Souls 2, I believe that they've got dedicated servers for it this time, so that rather than connecting directly to another person by their internet connection, you connect to the server, and people are matched up in there. More of a matchmaking thing, hosted matchmaking service rather than kind of an algorithm built into the game itself. Now, that has its benefits. It has its downsides because at any point, FromSoft could turn off the server. People aren't playing anymore. Years down the line, they could turn it off, and then it just becomes a single-player only game. Whereas, as long as PlayStation Network's alive, or Xbox Live, or the internet if you're a PC player, you can connect directly to somebody else, so it shouldn't really matter. There's no real need for a dedicated server. Or rather, there isn't a dedicated server, so there's no real need for anything to host anything. But dedicated servers have their advantages. in that you don't have the same issues that you have with peer-to-peer. You know, it's a bit more forgiving on ping rates and stuff, and hopefully should reduce the lag. Now, I don't know if you saw my Demon Souls playthrough, but every time I got invaded, which was the Valley of Defilement, really, and Terra Latria, the lag was obscene, and it was impossible to win because they were just glitching so much. I was swiping where they should be and missing, and they were swiping where I wasn't and hitting me. So it wasn't worth it in the end. But in the end, I think I started playing it largely offline. So I got my summon here, and we're now heading towards the boss. I'm taking this route because there are some giant fellas to the left of us there who hurl rocks at you. Now, if you go down this way, I don't think even think they aggro to you. But if they do, you're far enough away from them that you can just run, and they don't hit you. Why is it got to be spiders? I hate spiders. Really, really hate spiders. This is Quelaag's domain. This is the boss room, so get rid of the poison. Wait for our man up there. Or girl. Don't know what she is. Here she is. Wait for the summon to appear. There they are. And right, so because I only managed to get one phantom, I take Manny to Mildred in with us, and she helps. She's largely useless, but you know, just she's a bit stronger as a summoned phantom. She takes a fair bit of damage. Okay, so let's go into Quelaag. That's the Fury Sword that you can get later in the game. Chaos went to Quelaag. One of the daughters of Chaos in your map from the opening video of the game. If you've seen it, because I didn't put it on here, I just remembered that. Okay, so this is the longest fight I've had with Quelaag actually. The magic isn't doing as much damage as I hoped it would. I went for 6 point great soul arrow, and then when I go and use a bolt on the great soul arrow, they only do like 49. But as you can see, my two phantoms are kind of ganking side to side. I'm staying well out of the way and just spamming with magic and taking chunks off. And that's how I like to do these kind of fights. Quelaag Assault isn't hard if you want to solo. I've soloed it a couple of times. Based on the fact, avoid that lava. If you walk into it, it obviously damages you, but you get stuck, so it slows you down. See Mildred getting stuck in it there, in the corner. Idiot that she is. I find the best place to be with it is to the left of the mouth, because then you're close enough that a sword can't hit you because it shoots over the top of you, and the vomit goes straight so it doesn't catch you to the side. But in terms of the magic build, this is a bit closer than I'd like to be to her. I'm not that strong, I want to keep my distance. Wait, avoid the tail because the tail can hit you. And then there's this area of effect attack which I found myself exactly far enough away from. Yeah, right, watch this. Boom. See, I was close enough, just under the sword. Because she's that high up, the sword is so long, it hits a mid-distance, so if you're really close or kind of far away, you're caught by it. And then all you've got to watch out for is the lava, but it does eventually dissipate. There we go. It's good because my summoned phantom, he is not doing crap at all, and he's got a bow arrow. And there she's gone. there's only 3 minutes left. I've done it quicker and I've done it slower. Obviously, if I'd gone in on my own, she would have had lower HP, but then I would have been the focus for her attacks, and it would have made keeping distance much, much harder. But at least if she's distracted by something else, it makes life easier. So let's get the second bell rung and unlock Sen's Fortress. Cutscene time. Here we go, so this is Sen's Fortress, the devilish home of traps and tricks. There's 3 of these giant kicking about. This one you can't do anything with because you just open the gate. There's one in there that hurls firebombs at you, which you can kill. And another one you can kill which hurls rocks down pathways. You'll see when we get there. But that's where Siegmeier was waiting outside of. Or Onion Bro, as the community calls him. So, and we get a homeward bone, so we don't have to work our way back through to the bonfire. But now we're going to go get a little secret here. This is the Demon Ruins, so just down there is where you fight the ceaseless discharge boss. Can never say that. To be fair, this isn't really a secret, but I've seen a lot of players not know that this was here at all, because it's a hidden wall. Those crafty bastards. I'll bugger up the dialogue for this as well.
What have we here? Are you a new servant? Then you shall not pass.
I'm gonna have to just kill him later. He'll ever let me pass until I've said no to that.
Be gone at once.
I wanted to get to that bonfire. Because that is a Lord Vessel point. So I just homeward bone out. A bone home. Skull and into the catacombs necromancer. Droops from his long beard locks. Okay, so this is kind of the end of proceedings. Do some leveling up here, get an extra couple on Vit. A bit of endurance and then some intelligence. Going to try and get intellect up to about 30 and then start really pumping it into Vit and endurance, just so I've got a bit more health and the ability to run and defend myself a bit longer. I should probably get another couple of attunement slots as well so I can get some more spells. But either way, that was this video, so thank you for watching. I hope it was much more enjoyable to watch than the first Blighttown run through, which was just torturous for me. I'm assuming it's probably torturous for you too. But please subscribe, because next time we'll be showing you how to get out of here and we'll be doing the first bit of Sen's Fortress. For now, good night.